I'm just gonna be real with you. Boerne, Texas might just be the best place to move to in the entire San Antonio market. So Boerne used to be this quiet little hill country town that nobody really thought a whole lot about, but that has definitely changed in recent years and it has exploded with growth. There's things popping up everywhere and people really want to know what it is to be in Boerne. So today we're taking you on a full tour of Boerne, telling you about everything that you need to know about all the different little places in Boerne, breaking it up into 5 different sections so that you can really see what it's like to be in Boerne. We're going to start with I-10, go all the way up north, downtown, and then head out east to some of the more luxury neighborhoods, including some super high-end neighborhoods that I have talked about on this channel before that you're going to want to hear more about. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first thing let's talk about is the location. So Boerne is located on the I-10 corridor going up north from San Antonio. So San Antonio, right there on that northwest corner, has the Shops at La Cantera, the big major mall that San Antonio has. And then you also have the Rim across the street from that. So you take I-10, you go north, and then you're going to come up to several different neighborhoods kind of at the start of Boerne, and especially looking at like Boerne ISD. So the first spot you get to that's on like the southernmost portion of what I would consider kind of the start of Boerne is Fair Oaks Ranch. Now Fair Oaks Ranch is considered its own town, but it's a big neighborhood and it is part of Boerne ISD. So we'll talk about it as part of Boerne for this purposes. Just north of Fair Oaks, you have some more affordable neighborhoods such as Lost Creek, you got Cielo Ranch, Fallbrook, Sable Chase, but then you also have some of the more popular newer neighborhoods such as Balcones Creek, Regent Park, a new one that is just recently started building, and that is Corley Farms. That'll be building for a long time. Both Regent Park and Balcones Creek are just about finished. I think Regent Park has another section to go. You also have places like Manger Springs, which is a really high-end, smaller luxury neighborhood. This area always was kind of isolated with having to drive either down further south into San Antonio to get to an HEB or go further north, and they just recently built a really nice big HEB right there next to Fair Oaks Ranch, and they're going to have all kinds of different commercial developments right there too. As you head north on I-10, you get past 46 and you get to what this area is that I'll call like Northwest Boerne. So right behind me is Boerne City Lake, one of the most popular parks in all of Boerne. No power boats lake. You can only do paddleboarding, kayaking, sailboating, tons of fishing on here. As you can see, there's tons of people out here today. Right across this lake here is Shoreline Park. It's a KB home, new home construction neighborhood. You've got multiple other neighborhoods on this side of town. So Ranger Creek, which is an older neighborhood, but super affordable homes, all the way up to more, higher quality custom homes. Tapatio Springs, which is a really nice golf court, custom home community. While we're up here, let's talk about some of the different locations that are close to Boerne. So just 30 minutes away from here to the west, you have Bandera, which is known as Cowboy Capital of Texas, and then Fredericksburg, wine country of Texas, is about 45 minutes from Boerne. Now we'll talk a lot about Boerne's festivals that they have whenever we get into the downtown area and start talking about those that happen downtown. But one thing that I really like that my family has enjoyed is the Old West Christmas Light Fest over at Enchanted Springs Ranch. They have lots of little festivals over there. It was kind of a small gathering. There weren't a whole lot of people when we went there, but it was really cool. Kind of had these old little halls that you could go around and meet Santa. They had Christmas lights, they had laser tag, they have all kinds of different shopping, s'mores, food, petting zoo, all kinds of different stuff. Just cool little small town stuff that is really classic that Boerne has quite a few of, honestly. So the next section of Boerne we're going to talk about is that downtown, more in-town area. So Main Street in Boerne is known as the Hill Country Mile. This is the downtown area right here behind us. There are tons of restaurants, tons of shopping areas right here along Boerne's Main Street and the Hill Country Mile. So some of my favorites personally, you got Peggy's on the Green, you got Cypress Grill, you've got the Creek, you've got Danger Trading Company, you've got the Cibolo Creek Brewing Company. That is another thing. So Cibolo Creek actually runs right through Boerne. So it runs actually right here behind where we're at right now. There's trails that go all up along Cibolo Creek. A few more things you have here on the downtown strip. You've got Black Rifle Coffee Company. You've got tons of antique shops, interior design places. Again, boutiques, just every which way you go. Ice cream shops, snow cones. I mean, anything and everything you need for just an afternoon of walking around downtown Boerne. Additionally, there's also tons of events that happen down here. So Dickens on Main is a big Christmas celebration. You've got the Hill Country Hot Rod Run and then Boerne Market Days that happen quite frequently as well. If you head south of downtown from here, you're going to head straight to I-10 on Main Street, but that's also where you're going to pass the Walmart and some other little shopping and commercial areas, and then kind of heading over towards I-10 if you head west is where the big HEB is for Boerne proper. All around these areas though, from here all the way over to Herf Road, which is kind of the boundary of our east side of Boerne that we're going to talk about next, you've got residential areas kind of scattered everywhere. So there's really close neighborhoods around here within walking distance of downtown. Overall, in-town Boerne is very, very typical small town feel. So before we go to the next section on the east side of town, let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. My name is Michael McCall. I'm a real estate agent here in San Antonio and the surrounding areas, including up here in Boerne. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever about moving to Boerne or anywhere in the San Antonio market, reach out. My information is all down in the description below, and I always put out new content about the San Antonio area and all the suburbs surrounding San Antonio and everything you guys need to know about this. So I'd love for you guys to hit that subscribe button so you're always staying up to date on the latest stuff that's coming to San Antonio and everything that we're talking about with San Antonio. So next section, we're calling this east side of Boerne. This entire area over here is mostly residential, but you also have some of the main parks and both of the high schools. So you've got Sidlow Center for Conservation, you've got the Boerne City Park, and you've also got the Kendall County Fairgrounds right there, right next to where Boerne Champion High School is. North on Herf Road, to the east of Herf Road still, is Boerne High School. And then as you come further east, you get to this neighborhood where we're at right here, which is Esperanza, one of the most widely acclaimed neighborhoods in the entire San Antonio area. Won tons of awards, tons of the best builders, including Toll Brothers Perry, Highland Homes, Monticello, Chesmar, and others too. You've got tons of amenities out here, including elementary schools. Other neighborhoods out here across from here, okay, is the Rancho Creek side. You've got Champion Heights, Woods of Boerne, and then one of the more affordable neighborhoods in all of Boerne is Herf Ranch, which is just across the street again from Esperanza. This entire area out here is incredibly populated because of these major, more popular neighborhoods, but it is an incredibly nice location because of how close you are to the high school specifically. And our final stop is this far east side of Boerne. So this is the area that's off of 46 going kind of out towards New Braunfels, Bulverde, Spring Branch, that direction, right? So this is where a lot of the newer, more esteemed luxury neighborhoods are, specifically talking about Cordillera Ranch with its huge golf course, its 7,000 plus acres of luxury, you know, multi-acre, huge estates with multi-million-dollar homes out there. Probably one of the most luxurious neighborhoods in the entire area of San Antonio. You should go check out the video that I did specifically on that neighborhood if you haven't already. But in addition to Cordillera Ranch, which is a guard gated community, there's another brand new guard gated community, which is right here where we're at right now. That is George's Ranch. So these homes that are right here behind me is where they did the 2025 Parade of Homes. You have multiple homes for sale that are model home plus level homes for multiple different custom builders that are very well known around the San Antonio area. You also have models from Perry, Toll Brothers, and now Drees Homes, used to be Monticello. You got another neighborhood such as River Mountain Ranch, which is another big, huge acreage community with some luxury homes in there, as well as it being one of the more affordable acreage communities. Not really a whole lot to do out here. You kind of have to go into Boerne or over into Bulverde, Spring Branch, but you do have in Bergheim, which is kind of the edge of what I would consider like the Boerne area. You have O'Brien's and Bergheims, which is a really nice older restaurant that a lot of people talk about, and it's just one of those that, you know, it's kind of a classic, like, you know, hometown spot, if you will. There's also Cave Without a Name up in this area if you go further north, but this entire area is basically just sprawling hill country views. The Guadalupe River State Park is just down the road from here. Bulverde Spring Branch is only about a 15-20 minute drive from this area in Boerne, and same thing with New Braunfels. You're about 40-45 minutes away. This area, honestly, as you guys know, I'm a country boy. I wear the boots and jeans and everything all the time. This is an area that I personally, just because of the views and, you know, the water running through here, a couple different creeks in addition to Guadalupe River, if I could buy a ranch, this would be the area that I would buy a ranch. It's just so beautiful out here. There you have it, folks. This was the entire tour of the Boerne area. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. It is an area, Boerne specifically is an area that if you were considering moving to San Antonio in a suburb of San Antonio, you need to look at Boerne. It is one of the most beautiful places, has some of the best school districts. Boerne is the place to consider. Beautiful hill country views everywhere. And again, if you guys have not yet, please subscribe to this channel for everything you need to know about San Antonio and the surrounding areas. My name is Michael McCall, real estate agent here in the San Antonio market. If you guys would like to reach out and kind of discuss moving here and ask more questions about Boerne, whether you're looking to move here in 2 days or 2 years, I'm here to help you guys. You can schedule a call at the link in that description below, and you can also shoot me an email or text or phone call, whatever is easiest for you guys. My information is all down there. And for the next video, I would consider, if you're looking at Boerne, maybe look at New Braunfels as well. So take a look at this video right here, which is a full driving tour of New Braunfels. I would say if you're considering Boerne, New Braunfels is the next option. Most people either consider one of the two. So take a look at that video, and until the next one, guys, we'll see you there.